Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we're going to discuss the future summoning events, the fusion, and all sorts of exciting stuff on the calendar.
The finest blood for the most untainted soul.
So that's right, we have a lot of updates and a lot of fun stuff coming this week. So I wanted to make a dedicated video talking about that. So first of all, let's pop on in here in-game. They did finally add the Friday, Saturday, I'm assuming through Sunday, summoning events here. And yeah, this is always to be expected. Just to be clear, there is always going to be some sort of summoning event every Friday or so. Sometimes they started on Thursday randomly, I don't know why. Sometimes a different summoning event like the Ancient started on Saturday. But over the weekend, let's just always assume there's going to be a summoning event. So saving your summons weekly is always smart. So that's one of the things we're going to talk about today. And there's a really special event, and this one is actually better than one of the previous. This is not one where you have to decide. So I kind of want to talk about that specifically because this is kind of another one of those when to summon videos, right? But there's a very easy answer here. They've had some different things where 2 times were separate than the 10 times. They started the game with 2 times being with the 10 times. So it's kind of been a little bit of both. And luckily, guys, it's very clear what it's gonna be. So, Invocation of Spirits and Divine Summoning, both the rare and the legendary crystals, have the exact thing we all want to see. The drop rate of legendary heroes increases by 2 times, and that of designated heroes by 10 times during the event. So, not only do you have double the chances to pull a legendary summon, but there's a 10 times increase that it could be Hatsu. I mean, everyone knows this hero. If you don't, you're living under a rock because, well, this is probably the one that's considered the best hero in the game by most. And yeah, marksman, amazing, crazy good ultimate, lots of damage, really, really unique kit. Gains invisibility as well, which can be really great for survivability. I mean, this is just such a good kit, including a defense reduction, which really helps in so much content. But Hatsu is one of those heroes that is just a queen of arena. She's great, and obviously, Gear Raid 3, she's kind of the queen, and everyone should be extremely excited to summon for this. This event is going to bring out the whales again, the krakens for sure. People that said, oh, I'm not spending anymore, are going to change their mind. Now, luckily, we also have Setram as part of this event. He is so good, one of my favorite heroes, also a marksman, also amazing in Gear Raid 3, amazing in Guild Boss. He does more damage to enemies with shields, which the Guild Boss is kind of all about that. You get 1 awakening. If you already have Setram and you get a dupe during this event instead of Hatsu, don't be mad. His awakening 1 makes his damage even better against enemies with shields, so that's really good for Guild Boss. I'm hoping that if I don't get to get like a Hatsu when I summon myself, that, well, hopefully I get 2 copies of Setram, so I'm not just getting the boring attack boost. Oh, that's asking for a lot, but hey, I still love it. There's also Ezreal. Now, Ezreal is probably one of the worst heroes in the game, especially considering that they're a legendary, and so many of the epic heroes are just better overall. Unfortunately, attack-based plus a single target, it's just not ideal, honestly, not ideal. And there's just, you're gonna do better with Vortex and Medan, honestly. So unfortunately, he's kind of gonna be I want to call him the rare tax. So keep in mind that we know how these events work. It's supposed to be equal chances, but that's probably going to be a bit weighted. I'm sure Hatsa is going to be the rarest of pull, and I'm sure most of us are going to get Ezreal. Just guys, expect to get an Ezreal, and if you don't get an Ezreal and you get one of the other ones, just be happy. Let's just assume you're going to get an Ezreal. Kidding, not kidding. I wish I was kidding. All right. Also, we have Lily and Laurel here. Lily, not a great healer, unfortunately. Not one I want to see on as an epic choice. Laurel can be used to really, not cheese content, but I guess you could say cheese content. She is really cool for her her rage boost. Where is it? Oh, right here. Increases rage regen. Blah, blah, blah. Additionally, upon death, provides surrounding allies with a restoration of 50% of their rage cap. So, like, she can die or be... I think it also works when she is recalled. And it boosts the allies' rage cap, or boosts their rage bar. So that way you could actually use your ultimate sooner. So she can just be brought to teams to enable people to use their ultimate sooner. So she's actually a fun one to have here. Awakening-wise, I don't necessarily know. Okay. One more target. Yeah, this is actually pretty good here. This is actually pretty good. There it is. Restores 4% of max rage for 2 random allies. This is really good. The whole rage regeneration or rage restore is quite strong. So Laurel might be one that people start using in teams more often, especially after this event. Especially if you get copies of her and you can get her all the way to Awaken 5. But Laurel can be used with no awakenings and still be quite fun. And yeah, she's a really interesting character that I think we need to take advantage of a little bit more often. So she's okay to be part of this epic choice here. But it's an interesting grouping. And again, it's not just a 2 times, it's also a 10 times, which I really like. But it does look like there's going to be separate banners, which I think is pretty cool. So this is actually good. Like, I don't think anyone's going to pull on this one and not try to get Hatsa. But if you already have Hatsa or multiple copies and you're not concerned with awakenings, and you really want to pull Arrogance or some of the other heroes that have recently come out, you might want to pull on the 2 times banner instead. If you're really hoping for someone else besides Hatsa or Setram, because yeah, this looks like they're going to have separate. So it looks like there's going to be a 2 times banner that's just simply a 2 times banner and nothing else. I'm not for certain, but that's usually how it is when they break this up on the calendar. Those are usually separate banners as well to do your summons on. Don't worry though, the pity is the same. So if you guys are far into your pity, it don't matter which one you pull on, you'll still have ear rates. But overall, the advice that anyone should give is try to get Hatsa. And let's be honest, I mean, the awakenings are not so bad either. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be worth it either way. So on top of this is the good part, right? It's not just a summoning event. We have a Wizard's Horde event coming. I think that was with the same name as one of the others were, with some prizes. I think that was the community style event, just some extra bonuses, hopefully some good stuff. But we also have Corridor of Glory and Brave Conquest coming, starting with Lunaria. So she is really good Piercer Lord at Epic. She can really help to make Gear Raid 3 a lot easier for those marksman teams, the Piercer teams, and I really am happy that she is the next Shard hero. Well, I was surprised not to see I mean, it could change. Sometimes they don't show all of the, So yeah, sometimes they don't show all of the Oracle trials, but I would kind of expect to see like a spiritual altar event along with the summoning. There is a level up hero event, but there's not a summoning event to start off the fusion, which again, keep an eye out, guys. Maybe this will change for the actual fusion itself once it pops. I don't think the fusion calendar is here yet. Just the overall notice that there is a fusion. Yeah, I don't think we have the fusion calendar yet. Not yet. No, not yet. But once we do, we'll kind of be able to analyze... Oop, go away, pop-ups. We'll be able to analyze what you really need for points. Now, when it comes to these fragment style fusions. I think they're called shard summons. You can get 2 copies of the hero, which I did for Isolde without even trying, just by winning some of the tournaments. So if there's a certain tournament, aka Oracle Trial, that's going on, and it's one that you want to push just because you need to push it anyway, like you want to grind a bunch of gear, grind the hell out of it. Go do it. Try to place first or second or third or whatever, and get some extra fragments as well. And that can help you to get an extra copy to have some awakenings. So even if you guys already have Lunaria, she's absolutely worth trying to get another copy of overall. She is a Piercer Lord. The allies' ranges are increased, which is so nice. So she's really good, and she can actually do some good damage herself. She does magic damage as a marksman too, which is great against the heavy armor units. So most of the piercers are only standard against the light armor units, and they don't do as great against heavy armor. But because her damage is actually magic, that's going to come in handy in specific areas where there's mixed enemies. So just even adds to her value. She's a really good hero overall to have in the team. Plus that Lord bonus is just going to be really great to do more damage and work in hard content like Gear Raid 3 stages 19 plus is hard. It's really hard. So I'm hoping she's going to be what pushes me over the edge to be able to, complete the first Gear Raid 19 for my account, maybe? Alright, but yeah, this is what you're going to be looking out for on Friday, guys. Invocation Spirits, Divine Summoning. We should have multiple events. One just a 2 times and one 10 times plus a 2 times with Hatsa. So I do want to say that I will be putting out a video on Hatsa separately. I do need to record that still from the test server and then get it approved, and then I will have a hero guide on Hatsa breaking down why people love her so much, besides how gorgeous she is, let's be honest. Alright, so that kind of breaks it down for today's video. Hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys realize, like, this is amazing that they're doing this. I think the game is doing a really good job at being more generous, even since the start. I feel like they're getting more generous. People want to complain that the Ancient Summoning event is a scam. No, it's not. The rates are very clear. Go read them. It's not a scam. Go read them. And they gave us free summons to even do it. So if you didn't get anything on your 5 free summons, oh well, it was free. It was a bonus, so don't be mad. Just like the Captain Rev event as well. That felt like a really hard to do event. But you know what? It was still just a normal 10 times at the end of the day. You could have just pulled for Captain Rev with the 10 times and got him before the 250 guarantee. And guess what? They gave us free summons yet again. And now here they are doing a 2 times with a 10 times for literally one of the best heroes in the game. This is great, and I like to see these types of things from this company. It gives me hope. Raid Shadow Legends would never do that. Would Raid Shadow Legends ever put 10 times, I don't know, Marishka and Taras on a banner along with a 2 times Void event? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, but that's what this game just did. So if people are frustrated because summoning rates are low, at least they give us better opportunities than most games out there. So I feel like this game is looking up and up every time. And speaking of which, I have some big channel changes coming for my content overall regarding Watcher of Realms and other games and my other channels. And I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. So stay tuned for my second video to be posted today. But let's just end this with a TLDR. When should you summon? What should you summon? Summon everything on Friday. Just do it. And try to get a hot set.